I want you to lean into the spiritual, metaphysical dynamic when we talk about creation, procreation, and how powerful the moment of conception from that moment on is.
Yeah, so from the moment of conception, there is this like splurge of energy, right? There's like light and sound happening, and that's what creates the baby. This is why, kind of controversial, but it's true. Like a woman can birth a child, can become pregnant without semen. But that's a whole nother conversation. Just look into it. All you need is light and sound. So with light and sound, it's a whole thing.
Now we going immaculate conception. Going.
I mean, it's a thing, and this is something I learned from my from the grand midwife that taught me that I studied from Wapio as a doula. So I don't know it completely. I just know based on what she shared and like the documentaries and the documents and things like that she shared with me. But that is a thing. So from that point, the baby is it's already happening. It's already being computed. Like all of your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions are going into how this child is going to be, who it's going to become from the moment of conception.
Yeah.
And it's just so important for a woman to be at ease and to experience so much love and support and not too much heavy grunting, heavy work. And I know nowadays it's, a woman can be in the gym and she can do all, and you can do all of these things. It's not an issue at all, but it's very important for you to feel relaxed, supported, and cared for and lifted for this baby to come out a certain way.
Yeah.
So throughout the entire time, and even the way in which your child is birthed, even the surroundings, like now in the hospitals, you laying on your back, which is against like really the anatomy and the gravity of things.
And the rhythm.
The lights everywhere, the sounds, all that affects the baby. And this is why now women are ended up having emergency C-sections, and like they are coming to the hospitals where they're 6-7 centimeters, they're dilated, but then it reverts because now she's not comfortable. I saw is from now being in a space where I've helped women birth their children, I've been a support to them. Just the presence and the comfort alone has sped up the process of their, uterus opening up. But if they don't feel comfortable and you got all these systems coming, they keep coming to check your cervix and they're doing all that, it's interrupting the process and it's making the baby feel like, wait, am I safe to come out?
Yeah.
And then you have a C-section or emergency C-section. It's not their choice. The child they know when it's time. With them and God, like there's like, okay, this is the time. Ring the bell. It's time for you to cross Earthside. It's time for you to come into this realm. But now people, doctors, scientists, whatever, want to play God, and it's literally interrupting the way in which humans are interacting in this world now. I really, truly believe that's the reason why we have so many more children that have a lot more difficulties existing in this world. You have a lot more people that are just, I'm trying to have the best words to say, but like people, they call them like disorders, or, they have like difficulties just existing, period. And it's because God wasn't able to like literally have its hand
ushering
in the entire process. You
Yeah.
came in like you put your own spin on it and interrupting things. And when we just think about life, period, like, there's a lot of people that end up having a lot more difficulties in their life, and it's like, oh, something told me, if only I would have listened to. That's God, that's your spirit, that's intuition, that is the natural rhythm in which we're supposed to go in things, and life is so much easier and so much more free, and it blossoms like a flower. But when we want to do things on our own, we have a lot more disruptions. And so that's the same thing with the process of birthing.
I am so glad we are having this conversation, because as a person who's been an educator, who has worked with children her entire life, I understand the metaphysical part of the spirit, the spirit realm, right? Of how we usher life in, how we create, how we become co-creators with God in every aspect of our life. And I'm so glad you're talking about, because it would it would free so many women to make better choices about when and how and who they are having children with.
Yeah. And a lot of times for the people, and this is not a judgment to anyone that decides to have to birth in whatever way they want to, because your child is here, you become a mother is amazing. But it's just to understand like the choice that you're making, like having an informed decision on like, am I doing this because it's something that I feel like is the best case for me and my child, or is it fear-based? I know a lot of people now, they're afraid of birthing a child. They're afraid of the pain. They're afraid of these things. So
then the statistics of Black women who disproportionately succumb and die during childbirth.
Yes. And I completely understand that because of just the way in which we're ignored. And I've seen that firsthand, like I said, in my own birthing experience, and even being a doula for my sister. Like, and I have this on camera where the nurse was not listening to my sister. She was like, she put the IV in wrong. And my sister was like, is this supposed to hurt? She was like, oh, you're going to have a little discomfort. And I'm like, she didn't say that she was uncomfortable. She said it hurt. And I asked my sister, are you in pain? She said, yes. I said, she's in pain. And the lady kind of ignored me. And I was like, she's in pain. Can you change the IV? Like, I had to literally like raise my voice to a certain level of assertion for her to change it. And as a doula, for a different client, I would have like had the father say something. But since that was my sister, like I overstepped my role as a doula and was like, no, you need to change the IV. They go in and have someone else with a broken arm try to change it, constantly sticking her everywhere. It was like, and my sister was like 8 centimeters dilated at that time. So she was having a lot of pain, a lot of contraction. So I definitely understand the fear, but that's where having a doula or having like support comes in, because your body knows what to do. My sister wanted to get a epidural, but it was too late. I was like, first of all, you got me here. This baby came in that 2 hours.
Oh my God, Ashley. That was what I was like for my sister. Now, I was not claiming to be a doula, but I said, look, you have a birthing plan. You stick to that. You said you don't want to do drugs. That is not your thing.
Yeah.
You don't want to bring him into the world on drugs.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you can do this.
Yeah.
She got to a point where she said, I think I just need it. I need it. I need it. And I said, no, you don't. I'm playing tribal music, Ashley.
Yes. You were her doula.
She was like, cut that shit off. She was like, everybody shut the hell up. All the things.
Yeah.
But in that moment, I was like, you can do this. Yeah. You can do this. And having somebody there to like, because if I wasn't there, right?
Yes, exactly.
Then maybe she makes a different decision, but ended up being too late.
Yeah, it was too late.
Yeah.
The baby came so quick because I had the tea that I made. I just knew all the things to do to like open her up and have the baby come. And I had to like she kept closing her leg. I had to grab her face and I said, get in the game. It's time. She's here. The head is there. Stop closing your leg. Come on. So, yeah.
That is so beautiful.